Hi everyone, here's the next episode of my SimCity 4 Let's Play. In the last one I was working on this highway interchange with the RHW mod. I'm having some big problems finishing it, but since that episode I was actually able to complete it and get the glitches worked out. And surprisingly it was actually pretty easy to do. I just had to click in the right place and everything was perfectly fixed like you see here, I guess. So now I've got this completed highway, an interchange, main road, and the bridge here to the central island, which is where the residential and commercial development is going to be. So, as I've mentioned before, I can't really go much further with industrial development because the demand has gone down for now. And so I'm going to just start using residential and commercial zoning. And like I probably mentioned, I'm going to do that on this main island. That's why I had to build the bridge first. So I guess now I'm just gonna start that up, I guess. Eventually I'm gonna develop all of this, of course, too, as part of the island. But for now, I don't really have an interchange to get off this highway, so I'm gonna start development on the other city tile. So I'll load up Godsfield district. Now what I'm gonna watch out for here is the height of this. So I mean, I can try the reconcile edges thing. So that made it the right height, I guess, but it might have messed up the neighbor connection. And this looks kind of messed up too. What I'm gonna try is just, I'll go back to the other city and just kind of take note of how high it is. Make sure that's equal on the other side. So like compared to, it's kind of hard because the ground is completely level, I guess. Alright, so I think it's probably got 15 meters high slope here. Just gonna make sure by using the ground razor piece or lifter. Yeah, exactly 15 meters off the ground. So just what I'm going to do is make sure that embankment is the same height on the other side. Because I don't usually use the reconcile edges tool, because like you saw, it just destroys the connection and then it just does other things you usually don't want, seems like. So I'm just going to use the ground lifter piece on this side. Alright. Somehow this doesn't look completely even. I don't know how that's supposed to be possible, but it's kind of a glitch, I guess. Just make that completely flat there. Alright, and then I can just flatten this again. And now I can continue the highway, which was, what, 10 lanes, I think? Yeah, pretty sure it was, yep. I'm just gonna drag it out a little ways first. Now I'm just going to need to put the other side of the neighbor connector pieces also. So the invisible loop connector for the blank tile in the middle, and then the other two pieces. Alright. I'm going to get rid of this slope here that doesn't really serve any purpose now. I guess I could just use the level tool. There. So now I have remnants of the old canal that I had in the old version of the region, and this is what used to be the Canal Side District, that's what it was called. And I think I might continue the highway, kind of just following this route along this coastline here. I think for now all I will need to do is kind of extend it right about to here and then make an interchange. So there's access to the main island for now. Yeah, so that would just follow this entire route here all the way up to the north. Oops. That was the wrong city tile. Let's see if this will like match up. It's gonna need one more tile on the other side. But also I think 2 tiles actually, because I want to have these sea walls that take up another tile. Oops. Looking for these sea walls, I mean. So that's going to take an extra tile on the side. You know, actually, I think what I'll do... I might just make it like... try to make it an elevated RHW. I think that works for RHW10, yeah. On this side of the canal. And that will kind of avoid making it difficult to make bridges across here and that sort of thing. And also it won't cut off the... I'll have this, you know... this seawall. It's kind of like a park and stuff, you know. So that won't be cut off from the rest of the city here by the highway, having an embankment. So I'm just gonna kind of prepare for that, I guess. I might finish it. Let's see. So the highway's gonna need this tile. There's gonna be a slope down to the seawall level where there's like the walkway, river walk, I guess, whatever. So it's gonna need 2 more tiles. This is gonna need to all be flat, I guess. Okay. Just kind of flatten it like that. Yeah, like I said, okay. And I misspoke actually. This is fine though. This will be a elevated RHW. This will be the seawall, and there's the actual seawall part of it. So yeah, I guess like I said, I'll just stop it right here for now, and make an interchange on this side of the canal. So, oh, and of course it's 15 meters high off the ground, the embankment. So that's good for most types of interchanges, I guess. Just put the avenue or road underneath it. And make sure this is flat so it'll be easier to build it. And well, what I might do is make two interchanges maybe, like one over here and one on this side of the canal. So yeah, I might make one right about here, I think, the main avenue. So I'm gonna first just lay that down, which would be preferably a 6-lane avenue maybe. But honestly, I guess I could make it like a 8 or 10 lanes with the one-way roads. I don't know. So I think I might just do like this with a one-tile median, very wide thoroughfare in the city, I guess. So just want to demolish that much and flatten that out. I can drag these one-way roads through here. Actually, this needs to be flattened a little bit more, it looks like. So make sure that's flat for the interchange to work. The thing about using the wide one-way road networks, though, is that it will make it kind of more limited as to what kinds of interchanges I can build, I think. So I won't be able to, like... Well, I guess I could probably make like a partial cloverleaf like I've made on the other side. It would just be a little bit more awkward. Have to convert it to RHW for those splitting off ramps and stuff. That's not possible with this network. I really think I'm just going to make it some sort of diamond interchange, though, because it's like it's an urban area, not the suburban part on the other side of the river. So the space should be conserved more, I guess. So, oh, and one more thing about the one-way road networks I just remembered. Yeah, of course, you can't really make a neighbor connection, unfortunately, with them at this point. So, I usually try to figure something else out. I mean, if anything, well, I just said I could convert it to RHW, but I remember I don't think there is a conversion like piece transition for RHW10 to 5-lane one-way roads. I was going to make sure, though. I think it will actually let me do that. Yeah. See, it doesn't work out. So, what I think I might do instead... Well, I'm going to have to rethink this, I guess, because this isn't going to work. I was thinking kind of convert it to, like... This is for the ramps sort of thing, and there's like a main through route, I guess, to the road. Something like that. So I'm not really sure about that, though. So one thing that is possible as far as one-way road transitions is make this 4-lane one-way road split off into two-lane one-way roads. You can see it like that, I guess. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what to do here. I think that might be what I do though. Kind of like this is the like a lot of interchanges do this, I guess, the kind of collector distributor road or outer highway. That's more like important for kind of a cloverleaf interchange with weaving though. So I'm not sure. As I think of what kind of interchange I want to make, I guess. So it might be kind of cool if I kind of made this like a loop ramp. Like that, and kind of had it slope up. It would probably be bigger in reality. This would be like the other direction turn. This would kind of split off. So it's basically a partial cloverleaf like I made on the other side of the river, but a lot smaller, hopefully. I'll be able to get that right. So I'm gonna try that for now, I guess. It's kind of messed up this slope, so I'm gonna flatten it out a bit more. So, of course I'm gonna try to make this, like I said, as compact as I can, so I'm gonna try to use the draggable short 90-degree curves with this ramp. First I'm going to, well, I guess I have to flatten this a bit more too, just to make sure things don't get messed up when I try to build it. So that could definitely happen. Now, back to the type E1 exit ramp. I think if I put it right here, I should be able to kind of just curve it like that. Make it a little smoother. Nope, that didn't work. Probably can fix it though in a little while. And this is going to go straight under the highway. And like I said, it uses 90-degree curves, the small ones. So just drag that 90 degrees. But that might not be necessary, I guess. I mean, let's see. So, should be kind of like this, I think. Here's your entrance ramp. And also, the best thing to do would probably be like something like that, maybe. And then I can kind of make the slope be on this straight part, which is a lot easier than trying to make a curved slope. It's a complete headache. Well, let's see if this works. Maybe? Looks alright, I guess. Just want to make this a little bit flatter. Oh, it's good. It's alright, I suppose. So, this is kind of what I was thinking, I guess. I think it looks kind of weird, though. Let's try and flatten that out a bit. There, smoothed out that slope. I guess it looks weird, but still, I mean, at least it's compact, though. So I'm probably going to keep it like that. I wanted this to be flattened, actually. going to also have the exit ramp, of course, which is going to follow that same slope. So basically got to flatten this out too. So I'm going to just drag a road first to make sure the slope is followed. Oh, well that did mess it up actually. Okay, well flatten this again. Try to drag RHW instead. That just followed the same slope, that's good. So if I wanted to make it even more compact, what I might do is, instead of what I've got here, I might just kind of change this to a different kind of ramp, which is I think wishbone type, I think it's called, or no, the Y shaped, I don't know. Let's see, where is that? Regular ramps menu. These look different, I think. Since the last time I've used them. Those look cool. Anyway, I was looking for this interchange, which is supposedly depreciated, but isn't replaced yet. So if I put it right here, you can see what it's doing, I guess. It merges these two ramps into one two-way RHW part. And of course I'll have to split them off at the end here also. Okay. There. And I want that to be a smooth curve too, of course. Smoother than that, at least. That would work, I think. Then again, I have enough space for the ploppable one, which would be a bit smoother, I guess. So I might as well use that. That one right here. And come to think of it, I might actually be able to make it even smoother because see, there is the new type, which is slope tolerant, I guess, hopefully. It's a little bit too big. So if I just moved this out one more tile, and I guess that kind of defeats the one tile I saved by making this two-way part of it here, but still, I think it would be better in general, though, to have it this way. Now I want to put this piece. Can't see. 1, 2. Oh, it worked. Great. Perfect. Didn't mess anything up. Okay. So, yeah. Now at the bottom, I'm going to need to have the highway split apart now. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll rethink this again. Kind of make this even more compact. I didn't really think about it, but what I should be doing is kind of just use a small curve, actually. It's cool that worked out, though. Because that will fit in a lot tighter of a space. There. That's just kind of what it would be a lot better. And at the other end, use a flex ramp so it can follow the slope and kind of split it apart at the bottom. I'm not looking for... Actually, I don't think it has that one that I'm looking for. This is RHW4. So I might have to make it a little bit longer here. Okay. So I'm just trying to do is use this RHW2, I think this one. Now let's see, hopefully it doesn't mess up the slope from having a starter piece on it. Okay, that didn't do anything bad, I guess. Well, okay. Alright, this is kind of what I was thinking then. So you have the right turn onto the highway, the left turn onto the highway, and both coming off the same concept as the other bigger partial cloverleaf on the other side there. So that's basically it. That's a lot more compact than it would have been otherwise, so I'm glad that kind of is working out how I like it to be. So what I'm not sure about though, so I might actually make this have the outer lane exit to form the ramp, so it's kind of safer. There's a merge. I mean, there's not a, like I had a second ago, that would have to merge instantaneously without any acceleration lane, because it's kind of like a major city freeway, and there's a, might be hard for vehicles to accelerate in this short space. So actually what I'll do is use that exit ramp. Which it's not that one. I think this is what I was having trouble with before also. Trying to figure out how do I... Yeah, I don't think I could figure that out before, so I'm just gonna use the flex ramp again. So the outer lane will split off. Put it right about there. And I'm going to do the opposite for the entrance. Should be right about there, I think. And there it is. Okay. Yep, that's better. And yeah, I can get rid of all this raised ground now. I don't need, because it's smaller now, so I can just develop this later on. So that's useful. Okay, so of the other one-way road going through the middle here, and this should work out pretty good, I think. This is going to have the opposite one. And, oops. This will connect both directions. Or maybe it won't. I mean, if I wanted to, I could make this like a right turn only, and then kind of have it do a U-turn. Traffic can turn around at this, right about here maybe? I think that would be a better idea. So, let's see. And, of course, I can't make any kind of one-way road neighbor connection at all, but I think there's a way to do it. It's just a weird trick I've never really looked into, but I think someone posted a guide on like SC4 Devotion on about it. But in any case, I don't know how to do this, so I'm just going to convert the one-way roads to RHW4, and I'll be able to make a connection. I should have probably done it like this. Okay. Better save here. So, should actually make this have a starter piece kind of right here, though. Oops. Crap. Alright. That, and it's already got the neighbor connection, right? It's working, okay. So now I'm going to put the neighbor connector pieces, of course. This is just so that, I don't use a lot of space as RHW4, therefore it will be like a longer distance is actually usable for development along there. Because it can't really have development facing the RHW. What's weird is that you can have development access the RHW directly just because of the limitations with it. With the game, I guess. Like if I have a zone facing like a road here and there's a zone here, it will be able to drive right into the freeway. So that can be annoying at times, but if I like try to make it just facing it, it would not develop. It would act like it had no connection. So it's an interesting little glitch about things, I guess. Anyway, I need my turnaround for the U-turn. It's just going to be maybe like another like a one-lane, one-way road from the network widening mod. Let's see. I'm gonna put it as far down as I can. So like right here, I guess. Alright, so there it is. So this is just like the U-turn crossover type avenue, or Michigan left, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I don't know if you've seen these before, but the traffic will turn right, and if it wants to turn left, drivers can just make the U-turn at this turnaround area. Then they're going left. So, yeah. And I'll do the same on the other side, of course. Right. I left this a little more space than I needed to, so I'm going to kind of make it a railway type slope. Okay, I guess that's the same. Okay, I guess I thought that if I drag a railway there, I'd kind of make the slope a little smoother for the ramp upward, but guess not. What I'm going to do... I guess actually I push this back a little bit. So what I want to do is make it a fractional angled RHW for the approach to the highway. Hopefully I can fit all of that in. So... the RHW10, I probably passed it. Yep, this style of entrance ramp. Oh, I can push this back one tile, it looks like. Like that, I guess. Okay, and I can just drag this for now. Then I can just finish the curve here, and then I can drag the slope. So we'll see if that fits in that space. Maybe? Yeah, it did. Okay, good. What I also need, though, is a starter piece somewhere right here, maybe. So that will actually convert on that side of the curve. Do the 1-lane ramp. Like that, okay. Looks a lot better now. So that's pretty much finished, I guess. On this side of the interchange, at least. What I'm just concerned about is that I probably won't be able to make this completely symmetrical, because I just didn't really leave myself enough space at all on this side of the highway to make all of this on the before I get to the canal. Then again, I guess I could just realign the canal if I wanted to, since there's no development yet. So I'm gonna actually do that instead. Yeah, so just gonna finish this approach here. So that's going to be an 8-lane one-way road here. It's gonna start out as OWR4 network and just drag it out until like right here maybe. Can convert to right to that type of road. There. That's basically what I was thinking it should be. So yeah. Alright, so that's what's gonna there'd just be a wider avenue on this side, of course. So yeah, I guess so I've built most of this interchange, but I think I'll just end the episode right about here for now. And sorry I didn't do what I said and get to actual zoning. It's just taking a long time, so I hope if you're watching this you're pretty interested in RHW highways and stuff. But I promise I'll get to zoning pretty soon, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.